Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we are actually talking about how to stop overthinking and worrying and stressing so that you could actually move from inaction to action here. And I'm going to leave you with, by the end of this video, one important tool that you can take away that will make all of those worries and overthinking, boom, disappear. All right, so stay tuned and let's get started. They want to go from where they are to where they want to be, but literally overnight. And you know what? That just never happens. So let me break this down for you. If you are starting out, whether it's a business, whether it's a new venture, whether it is a passion project, you are going to have a lot of overthinking, a lot of worrying, a lot of stress. And that stress and that accumulation of negative thoughts will spiral and it will take you through the biggest rabbit hole ever. And you will be stuck in inaction. That's just how it works. That's just how our human brain works. But our human brain is actually rewarded based on the small wins that we do. And so anytime I hear about this in terms of, I'm just afraid that I'm gonna fail, I'm afraid that nothing's gonna go right. So our monkey mind goes into thinking that nothing is actually gonna go right for whatever we're working on, whether it's projects, new businesses, a book that we're writing, a course that we're creating, a business that we're launching. So I want to remind you that yes, while all of these feelings are actually real and they're valid and you are entitled to experiencing this, it's not going to take you out of inaction. Focus on just that one thing. And I know it sounds so simple, you guys, and I wish I had an easier formula or an even more complex formula, but guess what? Because our brains are used to having small wins to have more and more momentum. So it's kind of like when you are walking for the very, very first time. You probably don't even remember this, but as babies, we took that one step and then we fell down. And then we took that next step and then we fell down again. And then we took the next few steps and we got momentum. We built more confidence. And pretty soon we were running. You want to remember this analogy even when you're going into and revisiting your projects and your day-to-day tasks. And stay with me for a second because it is so important. We get so caught up in our day-to-day. We get so caught up in our own version of what failure looks like and what success looks like that we actually forget to, number one, give yourself some compassion, where you have to think, what if it doesn't work? What if what I'm doing doesn't make sense to people? So all of those feelings are fine to have, but you also want to be forgiving and have compassion for yourself. Now, compassion, the way that that works is you want to be able to be okay with not knowing everything. Be okay that you're not going to get everything done, and that's okay. Be okay that whatever you're building, whatever you're creating, whatever you're doing requires the time that it needs to take. It is not going to happen overnight. It never did, right? I think it was Thomas Edison that he failed 300 times before he got the light bulb right. So what I mean to say is, number one, have compassion for what you are creating. Know that it is going to take the time that it needs to take. Now, number two, have patience. This kind of goes hand in hand with point number one. But in order to beat overthinking things, because when you're overthinking something, that means you are trying to get it perfect. You are trying to make sure that all of the things are working, all of the things are perfect, that you have massive confidence in whatever you are doing. And guess what? That's just not how it works. You've got to be able to trial and error, right? You've got to be able to start something and see where you falter. And it's kind of like the analogy of the baby walking, right? Getting up, taking a few steps, and falling back down. And you kind of have feedback, right? Maybe you're not gonna stand up on all 10 toes, and maybe you'll try something different. So this is kind of that entrepreneurial spirit of being able to have patience and really enjoy Number 3, enjoy the journey that you are on, because the journey that you are on is supposed to be fun. If you are creating a business, if you are launching something, if you are writing that book, you're supposed to actually enjoy and be present to all of the things that you are learning in the process. Because remember, it's not about the destination. It is all about the journey and all of the things that you are actually learning and growing as you get there, as you become better at whatever you are actually creating. And finally, last but not least, focus. That's right. Focus on that one goal. Focus on that one thing that will move you forward. Sometimes it does take those baby steps, and those baby steps are perfectly normal. It will help you from overanalyzing every aspect of what you're creating. It will help you from minimizing all of the stressors and the worries that you might be experiencing, because it will allow you to at least take action on that one thing. So I want you to write below in the comments, what is that one thing that you are actually going to take action on this week inside of your business, inside of your projects, maybe with yourself, maybe it's a new project that you're working on. I so want to hear from you. And if you really like this video and want more of this, I want to invite you to our special insiders community, where you get all tools, strategies, growth hacks, leadership tools, and 20 hours of pre-recorded content on various growth hacking subjects and well-being and emotional intelligence and resilience building for your business. We have hot seat coaching on Wednesdays, and we also have a huge community from around the world. I think you'd really, really enjoy it. I will pop the link in the description below so you can check it out. But if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, hit, and subscribe if you are new here so you don't miss a beat, and I will see you next time.